This side, it'll only record if it detects sound. So it's not just going to record nothing and emptiness, basically. When we want to plug it into our computer and listen to it, this little light will light up for a couple of seconds just to say it's in recording mode. And then that's going to record in full time. All the time it'll record anything, even in a silent room, it's going to record nothing. Hey guys, welcome to the Spy Stuff. Today we're going to be looking at our Awaretech MQ-L500 listening device. So now we're going to unbox it and have a look what we've got inside the box, and then I'll talk you through how to use it when you're using it on your computer as well. In the box you've got the unit itself. It has a little magnet on the bottom which does come off sometimes, but it just means you can stick it on anything you want, basically. Table legs, even the top of the table, just to keep it secure. You'll get your data transfer cable, which is used for charging as well, and you'll get your instructions. So now we've got the device in front of us, we'll run you through it a little bit. So on the end here, you'll see that there's a knob right on the top, and then here you'll have a straight line, and here you'll have two dots. If we turn this little dial to the straight line, this little light will light up for a couple of seconds just to say it's in recording mode, and then that's going to record in full time. All the time it'll record anything, even in a silent room, it's going to record nothing. If we change the dial to the other side, to the two dots, the light will light up again for a couple of seconds just to say we're in recording mode, turn off. This side, it'll only record if it detects sound. So it's not just going to record nothing and emptiness, basically. When we want to plug it into our computer and listen to it, we have to use the cable that it comes with. This is a data transfer cable, not just a charging cable. And you need to make sure you insert the micro USB end into the micro USB port on the device, and then the USB end into the USB port of your computer. When we're doing this, we also need to make sure that the device is switched to the middle, which is the off position. If it's not in the off position, or you just use a random cable that you find, it won't pop up on your computer. It'll start charging, but you won't be able to access anything. Once we plugged it into our computer, it will pop up just like a normal USB would, and it'll say Memo Q. In there, there's going to be 3 folders already. You're going to have the version, which you can probably just ignore. You're going to have another one called Voice, which is the folder where all the data is going to be stored. And the last one is going to be timestamp. This is where all your settings are going to take place. Open up timestamp, and in there you'll have a few different options. It'll say start. So when you press start, it basically just makes sure this unit is running on the time that your computer is on when you press that button. That just means any recordings in the future are going to have the correct time and date on them, just to help organize it and not confuse you. Another option in there is going to be HQ or XHQ. HQ is high quality. It's the standard recording, and it's good enough, to be honest. It also allows you a little bit more data. Or XHQ is extra high quality. In high quality, it will save up to around 572 hours of data before it gets full. Once it does get full, you'll just have to go through and delete what you don't want, and then you can keep using it. The next thing that's going to be in your settings is the sensitivity. There's going to be 5 options for sensitivity. You got +2, +1, 0, -1, and -2. +2 is your most sensitive. This means it'll pick up pretty much anything in a 5 to 8 meter radius. An example would be if we were putting this down in our office and it was nice and quiet and we had the aircon on in summer, it would start picking up the aircon. So just bear that in mind. You might not need it that sensitive unless you're trying to get something a little bit further away. So we generally recommend starting on 0, maybe +1 for a few recordings, and then having a play and figuring out which one suits you best. If you have any other questions about this product, feel free to get in touch with us here. Thank you.